Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you
Okay, Gabusia, another Saturday, and we are here to bring you your favorite program, The Community and the Law. Your friend Oreku Owusu Frimpon, Menajmedi ne menya kwenya se medi ho chame na fe yako till 6 o'clock. 2 solid hours of wonderful conversation when it comes to the law here in the UK. The Community and the Law is brought to you by BWTV, BW Radio, altogether BW Communications in association with BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, 214-218 Tottenham High Road, no so was 7 Sisters, North London. Every Saturday afternoon to bring you a very useful conversation. And then the Ebeka one seminar was say how to bring your adult dependent relative to the UK. Yenina yenim se e wose busuano e ka bomu na watimi enya kwan abetena UK. Na obusuafo e wo fie. Se wo yire ene wo ma obetimi de won aba. But nipa no odi April 18 na call 2021 na drume bia na enho asem ka no eden kakra. But today we're going to explore how to do that, how to bring your adult relative who is dependent on you to the UK to live with you. Ebefa emra kwan so. Enti yekrado na fe yenko. Ene brother, senior friend and lawyer Charles Asma from BWF Solicitors and and resource person and our guest. We live on BWTV, we live on BW Radio, we live on Abawa Radio here in the UK. Yeah, will BWF Solicitors Facebook, there will BWF Solicitors YouTube, BWF Solicitors LinkedIn page, and all the social media platforms. Ebi, your friend Ureku Frimpon. Let's delve into the community and the law. Abusia memoachi memoakwaba memoaha memoakwaba memoaju memoakwaba aha eye BWTV so aha eye BW Radio so we live together with BWF Solicitors, trusted partners when it comes to the law here in the UK. Abusia say waba na fi woni eko jumedi no so. Let me feel your presence by sending a hi and a greeting into our comment page. Now our subscribe page na wa share as well. Ade amaye. Ene mame as many as 500 shares na yen senior AC ekro. Na dodo na enya ho emfaso. Ene Memenda the 24th of September 2022. Yenya kwan enya bre se yeni BWF Solicitors ebabedi and komo na afi wone yen aba che wonsie huno and we have a very pertinent question to put to BWF Solicitors. Na question yibisa ne say how are we going to bring our adult dependent relatives to the UK? Now mejidi is BWF Solicitors enya ekwan se oni babedi nkomoi obekire yemu eyie pa Ezekiel Johnson Teleduma ani Kofi Yeboa mamunyina achimma wakwaba. Thank you for joining us. Ebi your friend Ureku Owusu Frimpon na ansa na yebekono maminche obebi a BWF Solicitors ewo BWF Solicitors ewo 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so ewo Seven Sisters North London. Yɛkɔ hɔ a sɛ yɛfa train a yɛbɛfa Victoria line na yɛsi ewo Seven Sisters ne yɛuse exit number 2. Na yɛpie exit number 2 ɛdan yɛsi yɛnim tentensoɔ no ɛno yɛfrɛ no Anna House. Anna House no mu ɛna BWF Solicitors wɔ ɔmo wɔ 4th floor. Na debia Monday to Friday wɔyɛ adwuma from anopa 9:30 kɔpem anwummerɛ 6 o'clock. Every weekend na wobɛkɔ akɔ ho a ɛno deɛ gye sɛ wobook appointment ɛna akɔkɔ ho. BWF Solicitors yɛfrɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. And I also say obefre emergency number no 077 127 61884 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors you may wana afa eho eka se yemfa embro enti sabre mame kwanye na fe memfa won edwaton de no entodwa. We'll be right back.
Ye fema ye wo London ya ji abasobodie bebre na ya redare ewo mranse mu eye legal services bi te se family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die yen solicitors e de anigye e na twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer e wo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eye abofrahwe mu, awarja ye ho twuma mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ne ye wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Wope advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. Ena memene danso eye appointment nkoa free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
BWF Solicitors ena yate won enkra no me da wase se uguso ene yen ewo ha mehu se dodo na ede hosepe ewo me chat line no so thank you very much mame and tumika na me recognize mo na fe yen kwetsen yesi kro. Let's keep sharing family. I know every Ezekiel Johnson Tiliduma and abacha yen Tilly, thank you very much on oabi so as I ade atoso. Hello lovely family. Yewo Ezekiel Johnson again oseden hi uncle Kweku, we are here live with you. Ezekiel, thank you very much. Sanso ena yewo nana ya hi there nana ya achiame, thank you. Kofi Eboa, Kofi mate wonka wonso so majo so ewa ha. Ezekiel again doing a very wonderful job. Let's keep sharing family. Sanso so and Tilly and wonso so modern pa. Nana my senior minister Brawa and a class is going on. Thank you. I like that. Tilly and all the other ones. Sanso so let me pick another one from Ezekiel. That's a bit of a longer one. Welcome on board, friends. Let's give the program 500 shares a day. That's retweeting my message. Thank you so very much. Yebio yewo Sandra Fraser. Good evening, says. Good evening, Sandy. It is saying belated happy birthday. Nyame enkoso enhya non to nkom na obrimpong oberima ansa. Please share. That's your message. Sandra has done the usual thing nowadays and address any telephone numbers nina ade aguho ade amai. Good evening, Mr. Frimpong. Keep doing a wonderful job. Irene, thank you very much. Sir Oshe yem crying, sir. Na ene sene medical abawa mane no me wo lawyer Charles Asma ewa ha. Lawyer Charles Asma lawyer ni ewo BWF Solicitors. Boss akwaba.
Yeah.
Na po mo te say.
Me adom na so.
Ya me adom boko. Me hu say watching home office documents ane ade ene ye beko mu pa because the question we're going to pose today no ye ade a tete amanfo pa. Wetimi do ira ba wetimi do baba. But Ubana was so abofra. Now, if adult relative and dependent on you, no, yani so papa. Do we have answers in there?
We should.
Thank you very much. Lawyer Charles Asma and obeye edition and also the edition and him ade amaye enti mesel momodi answer and kobe bia se ne di kan no. Let's share so that obibia ebenya bi. Kai say a live ewo BWTV so a live ewo BW radio so any live on Facebook and YouTube on social media platforms ahodo no enyina enti momodi answer oni yen ebetna na afi wafro bi so amana. Good evening, Kweku lawyer and viewers. Nana Obrema Obrimpon Ansa Nedia Anono. Yeah, Debia Yashasia Yana Yakofayan Adiciano Ade Eba. And unti Mamin call na fe Yankopeja Nugget na ene Yamfa and two Eja na Amanfo Enhusenia AC Atia. Ene de ye ka ewo nugget no more any. Or see, a rented home or house is HMO if 3 or more unrelated people live there, and there are at least 2 separate households living areas, such as kitchen or bathroom, and these facilities are shared. Your landlord usually has more legal responsibilities if the home you rent is a house in multiple occupation. And only HMO na landlords of HMOs where 5 or more people live must make sure that they have a license from the local authority. And 1, there are enough rubbish bins. 2, the property is not overcrowded. Electrics are checked every 5 years. Every 5 years. 3, annual gas safety checks are carried out. 4, communal areas and shared facilities are clean and in good repair. Okay, lawyer Chimu, I will question you on bisa. Number 5, was the proper fire safety measures are in place, including working smoke alarms. And there are enough cooking and bathroom facilities. We unim say yana ja unya yiti kakra na utimi etodan a wo ho kwan say ubetimi dia high na say wo high ho emra ene nhihye no etesɛn eno na BWF Solicitors for ene yen ene woni ye di ho enkita ho ene nkomo say ye kyerɛkyerɛ ye niema ɛwɔ sɛ yetimi ehu nanu so eno nti na ehia say lawyer mpanifo no ɛbɛkyerɛ mu ade aman na menkyerɛ ho no ma lawyer Charles Asma ebi na umbie nanu so enkyerɛ emayen we can say lawyer for there baby amra no mo na monim wa hwe ane ma bi ho na obu ani agu so ye say HMO no a type of facility being ultimate high no many ade whatever fa ye komo
yo it has to be brave e we dey ye be komo wi ana ye chia etiefo ne ahwafo nti sene a wo dey nugget no etu edwa no sometimes ayana ye kyerɛ mu na bi mu so pese that enchain so that they can relate to what we are saying to the text. That's as prescribed in the law. And here they can say HMO when you Her Majesty, let's say His Majesty.
His Majesty.
A house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
Yeah, because a multiple occupation, I just say any nimpa baako in a team. Na dodoɔ no atitiri mmiɛnsa ana ɛboro so saa mpo a ɔmo team say you kind simply I say shared occupation. Shared occupation. The bebree no ano ɔmo wɔ saa situation no mu.
Okay.
The landlord you be ɔmo a ɔno ti baby ɛna dan so wɔ baby na nkrɔfoɔ ɛtiti mu. Obi so ɔmo a landlord no wɔ hɔ bi na nkrɔfoɔ nso ɛtiti ɛdan no mu. But either way the threshold ne say if 3 or more unrelated people. So the relationship of the people living in the facility is also important.
Okay.
And if one family and obiya ti baako mu dia, then they are related.
Okay.
But say omu ye different people and obiya ti baako mu dia, there are 3 or more dia, then it falls under the HMO or the house in multiple occupation. Okay. Because why we are landlord now, we just say a dine we are ma high no, asudi also. Now, so dear, that was so known as so making sure say in your man as I say, would they do to aquemua and cofa asudi embra and crofon or motihono a your responsibility.
Okay.
To be by say, oh, Nansa media, me the dynamo on a mutim. Acadian Zanga is a but the first what the dynamo on which is a responsibility. Okay. Into wish more, who call a fence and I get him more or say. Your landlord usually has more than legal responsibilities. Okay. Until you have more than just a legal responsibility. And I say other responsibilities which may follow. Especially say a kwaba said fieno or renting a force under house in multiple occupation. Now sir now I say the landlord of this facility where 5 or more people live must make sure that they have a license from the local authority. Into first duty under the law is that won't mean if you we a man high a man bebre more without license or permission.
Until permission way I was call local authority now kokoje.
Unless you have
or estate agent.
So when the local authority na ever ma permission because it falls under the Housing Act. Okay. Because we are looking at overcrowding, we are looking at health and safety, we are looking at maintenance. Okay. And anything to do with health and safety, of course, overcrowding is also to do with force and the health and safety. That is the local authority's responsibility. Even planning permission falls under the remit of the local authority. The side I tell you, I will be here permission if it's a local authority or say, it falls under this house in multiple occupation. If you are not in addition to say you more permissions, which me ayasano, also a sudi for eda also. How to maintain the home. Okay. And the people can say, why can they maintain? What if they choose not to maintain? Whose responsibility it is?
And we share a year nugget. I think the
number 1, no. I know.
No, me call your friend is saying number 4. Communal areas and shared facilities, which in this case be a kitchen toilet and bath, living room, are clean and in good repair. Clean, sabe, me di fear na ma say tinemu na bia meba feel na ehonye cleaner. Why is it my responsibility?
Right, I say you 2, or say clean and in good repair. Okay. Good repair automatically falls under the remit of or responsibilities of the landlord, you know. But cleaning, whose responsibility it is to make sure that the place is clean. Remember, who are licensed, and the license has some conditions. So those duties emanating from the license, you know, a business will be making sure that there is maintenance, cleanliness is maintained. And in addition to say, they are responsible and therefore they will do what ought to be done. It's also your responsibility to make sure that which ought to be done by them is actually done.
So then the landlord could become secondary school, housemaster. He has to come around and be inspected.
Well, so as part of way, obviously there should be quiet enjoyment of the facility. However, there's also right to inspect for good reason, because you also have a duty under your license to carry out certain things. But women will permission notice. Say be a be fear or abeshe say issues be or why say where they will carry out. This our banner say be in of course you have to sit with the tenants and discuss with them the best way. Be a now maintain because we landlord no. I say we be a won't me then you have to make do that bit necessary so.
Okay, so in this sense, no, say if senior nagati etie ewo so landlord no so making sure say everything is in good working condition. Inti say maybe you see gas cooker for instance, na fault bemua. Can I go ahead to repair it or say my friend landlord no babe?
Yo, and say such facilities no aya na amenities no hot that a finished accommodation baby no aya finished. Inti say finished there next the landlord no and baby no kra no omo etua inclusive. Inti say finished next bibi enko yi asaya na sa ade na ase no e be trigger health and safety hazard there. The landlord make sure say we be sorting out. So landlord no can on year there. You can sort it out and then of course we make him or her aware. That would this cost of repair no and I say maintenance no would the idea of course here we're talking about maintenance that should be the duty of the landlord. Not maintenance in terms of you cleaning the bath after usage near there no. But the point is that when to or see on here now we here there because you also have to ensure your health and safety. Then over to me that will rent ebi.
Say landlord, I will say or ye repair be no onye maka onye be a me timono. I do not have the resources enough. Send me to me. Can I report the landlord to the council?
Senior worker from the beginning. What the first duty is duty to hold license to carry out this.
Okay.
Nti senimpa no was that we na you saw ye no ya. Of course, ubetumi report no e ma na ye. Because license na ekura no is being regulated.
Okay.
Question number 6 to me say I see enough cooking and bathroom facilities. We say what is enough? What is enough is dependent on the number of occupants in the facility or in the home, in that house. And to say be a nipa ndodo na be a toilet and bathroom facility, for example, one, then you can say potentially no, it might not fit under the type of house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
And which a house, most of the house in multiple occupation indirectly do not qualify to be house in multiple occupation. Because the last one, in terms of toilet facilities, in terms of cooking facilities, enough for nimpa bebre. But more omukuta license no before many license no, the local authority will come and inspect all these things. To make sure say bibia answer the license no amount.
Abusian say afi eno joining lawyer Charles Asma and your nugget BWF Solicitors at the eto ho my no wochichemu at the ye ansana no mame and recognize the presence of Mary a free year sanso na yewo akua ativo yewo Louisa Asante Amwan and I him sapon so online yewo Abena Ativo. Okay, Abena Ativo. Okay. I'm saying mami bodin fufro. Abena eneme nkwai. Sanso ne yewo gifty to for Jemima Kwawu Dade. Okay, I think I got it right. Smith Mercy, Mawena Koku, Nana Asare Berima Senior, also Ivy Forson, thank you for joining us. Emmanuel Cantona, Chi Wo, and Afe Mamu so Enyina, Sansuso, and Yawo Daniel Kwaku Redu, thank you for joining us. Sansuso, and who else do we have here? Okay, Yawo Abena, you brought in a text. Let's see what it is. Good afternoon, Kuku. Charles, glory be to God. Lord, we thank you for everything you have done. BWF Solicitors have a good job. If you give your work to BWF, you have to be patient. I know it won't be easy. Uncle Kwekwe and Brother Charles, God bless you. That's one from Abena Ativo.
Let me okay. We thank God for this bit. I'm happy that today Sister Abena and the family are sharing this testimony. Okay. It's been almost 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's been almost 2 years. We started with a fee waiver, on and on and on. Took some time. We put in the main application, on and on and on. A lot of stress for the family, for the lawyers involved. But then we thank God eventually, it's about 2 weeks. And Home Office had a decision by many family share saying,
oh yeah. No doubt she sent in this message.
Yes.
Said, what they were doing my BWF also now, but you have to have patience because it wouldn't be easy. Uncle Kweku and Brother Charles, God bless you. Abena, thank you for also letting us handle your job for you and also having the patience to wait. Nyame Angel, thank you so very much. Kweku Radio is saying, Kweku Radio so there or say, good evening, Riku and Lawyer Asma. I'm watching you from here as well. From where? When him say, this person has always been saying from here. Kweku Radio, if you can tell us you're here, we would be very happy. Na intimi encha we so when we also greet you from here, you know where we are from. Another one was say, okay, I think you sent it twice. Thank you very much. Yeah, Emmanuel Cantona, good evening. Sansoso and Tilly is come back again with this one. And I'm upon welcome on board. Your Redeemer Leaves, keep up the good work done and God bless you all. Yami Insha one so and your Redeemer Leaves. But Charles is very patient and God-fearing person. Really started working with him this recently and he's been very honest and professional. God bless you, Morris.
All right. Oh, hello, Brother Morris. How are you? Thank you.
Yeah. Well, keep them coming. Keep your text, keep your comments coming. Or text message, wait to me at a fire text line. Also 07950422780. 07950422780. And now say when the lines are active, you can call us on 07399208468. 07399208468. BWF Solicitors and NEA to Sa Anamono. Akuyanima, thank you for joining us. Kofi Kusibuachi, thank you for joining us. Redeemer Lives, thank you, and all the other persons there. Keep your text coming through. I'm blessed, lawyer, and I trust all is well with you as well. I think Redeemer and we're responding. Yeah, you're being very interactive on the platform. Thank you so very much. You're live at Facebook. You're live at YouTube. You're live at LinkedIn. Sanso and you're live at BW Radio. So, Kaisa Echna and 7 p.m. UK time. This program would be rebroadcast on BW Radio. BW Radio. Call your website and as well. www.bwcommunications.co.uk. We have a link and even as we speak and we have this program now, we are live on both radio and TV. Lawyer, let me maybe say question. Say ye kase ye kofa ye ngebusian for ede won aba UK ye tate kofa oyire ene woma. Say ye kase obi ye dependent on somebody, even before we go to the category whether it's a young or adult, child dependent or adult dependent. Let's look at the definition of obia or yet dependent on somebody. How do we prove that?
Yo, me that's be brave. Take us be a dependent on obia sa nimpa we no without sa nimpa ya depending, or we are going to use the word interchangeably with a view to explaining or giving a definition. Say, let's put it in context. It be a me na me depending also. So it's a me depending also. Me no am dependent on you no. Say would you who mean to mean survive it in terms of essential living needs.
Okay.
Because essential living needs are would you who mean to me and survive in terms of na medi, na meshe, maybe a meda.
Okay. So food, clothing and shelter.
Then we move on to other contingency needs, such as healthcare, emergencies, grooming, and what have you.
Okay. Enti se metwa aduane ma obi di. Ma hai dan ama no atenem. Sebe metwa atare hye no. Obeko hospital as even back in Ghana or wherever, in most of the countries, outside of the UK, there is health insurance. So I contribute to independent health insurance. Me make sure say obetu kwan kra bi am sending a sika no money ade. Would that be enough to say this person is dependent on me?
So you have proven the material dependency, so to speak. Of course, you need evidence to support in our work.
Okay.
So I mentioned financial or physical dependency. You're also looking at a dependency,
okay,
such as psychological and emotional dependency.
Okay.
And he said, "Sanimpa way, mina would depend to be able to even decide what to do and what not to do. Or ye be cry na me intervene pet now. Let's just say, enya mia abrabono ebayadin. And you see kasam kwa number anything else, psychological, emotional, because sometimes because will be depending on said and just near whatever man will be or number anything else. And here within the remit, will back automatic meboa. Woman papa automatic.
Okay.
And the other family members will come in depending on why we have to be providing that support for them. Now, you can say, sir, dependent person, and as a family member, who unkwana or more a share to be able to survive generally.
Generally, okay.
How long should this be? For as long as they depend on you to be able to survive.
Mimra scenario way. Somebody, minyamba age, I don't know so, but somebody works. Be abosumi so oje akatua be 200 Ghana cedis in this situation. But enso bia aswana ne kasika in and out of the home to work so then it depend on you so will supplement the income na or no inyano. Would that be enough to qualify under that definition say or you're dependent on me?
So the law says that the dependency is what is actually needed for the person to survive.
Okay.
What is adequate is relative. Because obidia because £1 is enough. Obidia £1. So depending on a person's context.
Okay.
And that discussion is not just showing dependency. Because in that discussion it falls under immigration rules, Appendix FM.
Okay.
But most of the viewers and listeners may have experienced the definition of dependency in terms of immigration application and Appendix EU.
Okay.
In the EU application, you just have to show dependency. And no dear senior you just to prove. But then the goes beyond just showing yourself you are dependent on the person.
And me pacho share the categories. So say me two different scenarios. One scenario here ubia oye abofra. The other one is oye penimu. Then yeba immigration rules. And no conditions are different. We'll be kind of say, let's unpick them. Marco. Where are you starting us from?
Yo, me that's be been kind of share say ranos or say adult dependent relative. So we have to understand who this person is in terms of the legal definition of adult and who this relative is. Then how do I prove? Then we move to the dependency under this very topic. Then who can we bring to the UK under this framework?
Okay.
And how do we approach it so that we can get it right?
Okay.
Now, except adult, Amrano Echremu say, Sanipa way or 18 years or above. Until Sanipano the 18 above there or adult. Then we look at who qualifies in terms of the relative, no.
Okay.
So relative we bet me aye wo maame, wo papa, wo ba, wo siblings.
Okay.
Now, even grandparents, these are all relatives.
Okay.
But we are looking at the dependency aspect, and when nkomodie no bebree no ebewo. Because in terms of relationship, I'm sure you can prove it. With your birth certificate, brand now even craft we need birth certificate, you just do your DNA to prove that there is relationship.
Okay.
In terms of adult, with the birth certificate, again, with the Nipano passport, you can work out the age and say, oh, you're adult.
Right.
But as to whether this person who is an adult relative is dependent, it's another thing. And that is what the conversation is going to be mainly about.
Okay, so relative, I say, with my experience with yourselves, you name say you were that vertical and
yes,
the horizontal one. Vertical, and horizontal no so were extended family, right?
Yeah, so because of mom was
okay, and no na ye just wedding komoyana.
So remember, I also mentioned, say, brothers and sisters who may be dependent on you under this context. Then again, horizontal dimensions will come in.
Okay.
Horizontal can also cover such extended members such as nephews, nieces, and grand uncles and all what have you. But we're looking at the context of siblings who are extended family under the definition, members. Then we look at your parents, we look at your grandparents, we look at also your children. Remember under paragraph 297, Ubano so ndi 18 ubetumi the number if you meet the sole responsibility and other rules. What if Akolane do 18?
18. And exactly.
But does it also mean that Akolane the 18 years now we're betumi fall under we are a very, very high threshold. And therefore now komono you be we that means we have to take time and do it properly if you want to make an application under this framework.
And your case will be an adult by definition, 18 and above. Adult dependent relative. If we 18 corner, any and now beyond 18, which one are we looking at now?
So as long as 18 and above, but most of the time, some for young for be a na or your mommy and that's all your papa. And I say be a or back all right. But for one reason or the other, I could fall under specific issues. And I say, maybe what Santi Akolan still to be able to survive or depending on even you cramp on it be for whatever reason, one a brave bomb cramp into to me then. Surviving, but we're looking at all that.
Okay. And see, now we are to prove, say, nipa no one adult relative and is dependent on me. How do we do that? Good. How do we go about it?
Yo, and see, you share immigration rules no. Yes, you share section where dealing with eligibility. And specifically with to do with adult dependent relatives no. And mind you, we entry clearance application. And we mainly talking about BWF amanonena or your application to enter the UK. Now, a kind of as a nipa way of proving the age.
Okay.
As a nipa way of proving the illness. Now, of proving disability. And see the provision is an adult dependent relative who, because of age, illness or disability, is not able to perform daily tasks or personal daily tasks.
Okay.
And therefore depends on this sponsor family member to be able to meet those needs. Then we also look at, so why can't they get what that in wherever they are? They also have to show, again, the provision is that even with financial and personal support in place, they cannot get the support they need where they are reasonably. So the question of what is reasonable support no mu hia no a omu enya no. Aman bia ni enyoma a ewo ho a eboa nkrofo a omu ye disabled ene nkrofo a omu enyini. Uba UK memu a obi nyini a say children no depend on their circumstances no mutumi de no care home. Ebi kura na yare need other these forms of disability nti aban kura to me den agi nipa we na local authority no ahwe no. Nti question is say sa nipa we no then na so ntumi carry out personal tasks. And this personal tasks is to do with washing up, is to do with feeding, is to do with dressing. So uba UK memoir yabeka say personal daily activities.
Okay.
Inti bia ya wo maame. And that's why ya papa. Na nemfi su ninti. You see omu yenyia na akoye to say ya reverse situation na fi ya ya nkwala.
Omuntumi nya.
Inti za nimpa yi na nka otumi ye no so because of aging to ontumi ye sa ade no. Okay, there was one time I did not get by a church room say, sir, ADR, that's our dependent relative. You have to prove, sir, they cannot do all these things. And it's not just about you saying they cannot do it.
There must be
evidence. And the evidence should be independent and verifiable.
So in this case, then, ubetimi ako be a social worker or an expert, a doctor, to do a report for you. I know betimi actually say nipe or be a disability, no, or the difficulty in carrying out those daily routine tasks.
That is what exactly we are looking at. So evidence should come from independent and verifiable source. And obviously, let's unpick the test. Test number 1, age.
Okay.
Jennifer said, nipa ya application many be it say or grandparent and as a parent, you know. Let's say as nipa we did be 70 years. And let's say whatever the age is.
Okay.
That means obi a we 70, the next say wa konenim ewo abrebo mu kakra.
That's right.
And because of that, you know, physiologically nipa no agogo in a way depending on nipa ni makeup. And because of that, nipa no say oh ye no afi don to me enye. Nti say nipa no ekodu sam pempenso no a why na say ohwe no eye bia ne mba our other family members. Nti how do you then show say apart from nipa no wa abochire no obi
ani feel betimi ahwe no.
So be what there then it's practicable and reasonable say you can still meet those needs, you know, it will be a one without having to travel.
What the person who is the focal point say adult dependent relative, you know, ni view ebe necessary in the application say me banie me gidi say ono na betimi ahwe me yie pa nti me press me kone nchen because it could be say busiafo no bi wo ha o hwe no kra na sebe ne ho kra ye nahi obi ani ho anu atwa ntwede kakra because ne ho ye nahi why frustrated nti sa nipa no view ebe ye pertinent in this situation now.
So kasani pani view ni dia sanka ya one sided.
Okay.
That's why you go for independent and verifiable evidence.
Okay.
Nti doctor no or share sa nimpa we a we nyini oyare anase oye disabled no ono ni view na ye pertinent.
Okay.
And it's not just a matter of and then me sorry ya no me feel say I can't do it nti me ba na wa abrochire no no. It has to be a progression. Nti be over the last few years, you know, this has been going on. You've tried everything necessary to provide the support. It's not working.
Okay.
And you have evidence to support. So in addition to doctors' evidence, you also have certain evidence to support. So why you're necessary in terms of providing the care. Enti normally no yabehwe say what is available help ben ya available e wo bebi a nimpa no e wo no ebusuafo ni bi wo ho anese bi ni ho se ebusuafo ni bi ni ho dia the force on nimpa no wa abreche ne pe eso se ebusuafo ni bi wo ho dia then it shouldn't be the only person to do that. That would be the argument from the Home Office.
Into way no enya tick box matter.
Think I say we know a very very high threshold because the aim is say aban nkwopa say obeka say yo ama nimpa mienu miensa na obia sorry I say oh yes yo ntinyen de kwan na bie ntinyen na betumi adan afaso bi ti wa wo betumi enya akwanya no aye de ba ma no na kire say you have proven beyond on the balance of probability, you have proven on the balance of probability say we meet criteria.
No. Okay.
Even though a tick box, at the same time, you still have to prove say each box is ticked. In any kind of age, nimpa ni age is saying. Any kind of nimpa ni age is easy to prove.
Okay.
But
me pacho age and answer now because no before we go to the second point. Age no should be an adult.
Adult, and obviously we are talking about 18 plus. But so your own media, then obviously
you are talking about when you say
so. Okay. So you ba, nswa, ba on ye ill and disabled no, just being over 18 no, maybe they are okay, independent anyway. But say you are yareni adebia bemudia, then it takes it even higher in terms of conversation. Say nipa obey here support and answer oh here support. In different say sa u parent here ya kana asemi wenyini. U parent ya kana asemi hunemu ayemre yare bi kra eden ewo ho. Sa na etie de a sa nipa we no ya beka say yare ewo ho no enti obey here say obi ebehwe no. But the question is say nyoma ben na ye pese ye hu a ya beka say sa nipa ontumi perform sa ade no. Edware.
Okay.
Nipa we no atumi dware anaso ntumi dware. For how long? Na akobe say obi na obeso support no up to this point. Na didie mu.
Okay.
Ono atumi feed no ho anaso ntumi enfeed no ho. Is it because of age no enti no ntumi ye sa ade we and I say because of illness bi. And I said disability be.
Okay.
So there should be medical report. The prognosis over the period no doctor no identify ni na no ebe report no.
Okay.
And say be 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ube prove sa report ni na then na doctor so e kan ewo ho. Be a doctor no be chire mu say nimpa ye assessment no over the period no edura ye de ye no kra no there's no improvement. And number 2, ebi kura na nkrofo ese se omo ani kɔ no ho a omo hwɛ no bi okofie nduro mi se na obefa no na ade no obi a de eni ho. So there's some level of neglect bi e wo bi and so obi ani ho obehwɛ no. Na question is say sa ade no a onya no wo bebi owo no oba krom ha obenya na. You have to prove that yes we are oba ha ma yese arrangement into oba obenya sa support no and as a care no a we here to be able to overcome such difficulty no. And you share washing, dressing, eating and all that, including even mobility.
Okay.
And even say koba say ebusuafo or other ebusuafo or dia and the assumption has become even more complicated. Because why can't those other family members
take care of?
Because the rule is there are no support in place, or the support is not adequate, and that even where the support available where you are, there's no affordability. If you can't afford, then I just say obaha afford it. And as support no ewo ho dia. Then why will you move the person from such support and the abnormal baby to get the same support? And I'll say with practical and financial support in place, still untumi enyania ohia to be able to carry out those personal tasks or daily tasks.
Okay. Lawyer Charles Asma, is how to bring your adult dependent relative. Now, we senior emrano enishisheno esi etiano. Obia sabi niema debia obi betimi aye no untimi enye. Na se wo ni hwa wo nipa na brabo mu a ebeye den ama nipa kronti na ebehia se wo se okofa no ede no eba na afi oba aba ebehwe no eno nti na ye bisa sa question na yeti ayeye lawyer ayeye no ba ko miensa apchechemu ade amai minim say wo be wo question ana se concern bi nti yen text number no me de ato screen no so 0795042278 0795042278 or you can call us on 07399208468 07399208468. Nana Oberima Obrimpon, thank you for watching. David Blake, you are here. Thank you. Dean Me Moore, thank you very much for watching. Mohammed El Amin, once so line so Nana Ajiman Pambo, Nana Ajiman class prefect, you are here. You're asking people to share. Thank you so very much. Now, Ben Paul will be coming to your concern. Any question out there? So, Tuhida Momo, thank you for joining us. Maxwell Kwekube Fi, you are here. Daniela Chei, Adam Tuga Yakubu, Sansoso, Ena Yewo Lydia Biusu, Homeboy Ghana, Patrick Griffin, Kojo Frimpon, J Daniel, Home TV, N.E.K. Odeshe Banakna Kweku Meye Dede, you are here. Frank Bonsu, you are here. Okay, Nana Obrimpon, question no, Mami Mpeja Mfa Emrani say lawyer betimi aboyeng eyano edema. Or say, please, at what age can you bring your son or daughter as a dependent from Ghana, whether British or as an European national residing in the UK, or your pre-settlement scheme or settlement scheme? I think it's on your pre-settlement. I think that's what it is. But I mean, Mr. Lawyer say, sa question I na edebai or the continuation be aba or say, this one says, continuing from the previous question, please, if you have a settlement or pre-settlement scheme, are they going to use British rules or still European rules to make the decision?
Yo, into Edikano, let's start from the back.
Okay.
Into so we European national. With your European passport, or we are European national.
Okay.
So you become the main person under the European, the appendix EU provision. You know. Person okofa weyere, person okofa ukunu, and now wo parent, and that's a wo ba, eba, yebeka wo ba no wasem.
Okay.
Then you have to show say wo no we are EU near ukuta settled and that's a pre-settled we UK.
Okay.
Now say wo no we a family member of an EU national, then the conversation is different.
It's different. Okay.
Then in this case we are foreign national. This we are foreign national there. Now pre-settled settled na ebe to me aboy in a way, but even that, you know, your conversation will fall under the immigration rules. And call under appendix FM.
Because the EU
so
is appendix
EU. They will fall under appendix FM. Because we know when you're EU national, one person when you're EU national. Then you have one bit, you know. Say, Wokofa will ba aba, now one person we are EU national. Again, we are share say, Akolano, Ibia, a year under 21 or over 21. So, yeah, under 21 there, you don't necessarily have to show, say, will depend on you because it's presumed, say, will depend on you. No, it's by all means, when I wish I know.
Look, me you want to see, but me so we say, me fun say me penny, me woba or ye EU national, mazibia ukuta Holland passport, but me EU settlement scheme on emedian amame ewo UK, but me bano me nyemano. Is it too late to do it? And answer once or yet me ba is proving so yet me bano automatically I qualify.
Well, it depends on baby. You need baby Akolai war at this.
Akolai is in Holland.
Then first Akolai abroad. Just like Obia or Ghana or any other country for that matter. being in Holland doesn't change the conversation in terms of jurisdiction na akwala no ewo no. In this case, wo ha, wo kroma ha, na wa qualify under the withdrawal agreement say aju atumudia. Which me your application say wo kofa wo ba ayeden aba. Because imrano nka say wo ba na say wo country bi mu ansa. Or say your wo ba no ewo outside the country, the UK. It's wo kofa na ba. Of course you have to prove say or your ba ampa. Then akwala no also you have to prove say so you're over 21 will depend on wo. For the essential living needs near Adiano.
Okay. Now, not been second part of the second part was say if you have a settlement or pre-settlement scheme, are they going to use British rules or still European rules?
And when I'm to start with, you know, depend on passport a crowd. And it's a passport a crowd no a EU passport there. Just a workers we EU ni. And he say ukuta pre-settled do, ukuta settled do, we EU ni a yajuat num. Santi appendix EU will apply. But so passport in the no year EU passport. But nya asset na wode one is under EU because a family member no EU ni na unya feel hwa. Untimi fa pre-settled no nya opese we there we no. So you have to have had settled status. However, you cannot also apply under EU rules senior nipa no okuta EU passport no so senior nko obaye no wo dia no for under appendix FM immigration pure immigration rules. Today you have to prove all the things no nipa no okuta British passport or nko obe prove no. Now you call the first part to the question now or the buyer no.
Okay.
Now what can I say at what age akwala no obetumi de no aba senior mechire mu no under 21 or over 21. So you're sure your bank one there, there's no particular age. So we are EU national. Now why pre-settled or settled application here to more. There's no age per se. However, you have to prove say because our colano over 21 still ano will depend on wo.
Okay.
As a way to me at the no aba.
Okay. Enti yanko line no so me wo inia bi e wo so a say wagina so a check kakra nti me ba na ma be peke inia no e wo line no so number dey adwuma no se dey onim no e 0739920848 mini our line no so hello
bro Beko.
Yes mami
Me pacho one lawyer me chiamo
ya jo so hania na to say
any abusiafo Yewadom, any abusian for all I used to a programming.
Yeah, that's it.
Me pacho, me question back what me bisama menu bine. Nema me any ni sister ewo Ghana. Na abantie no ebedi krom hanum no ontimi enko ya kene nyanko padu mania mesisi swama. Na unfortunately ne papa Efim na ne papa nso ne nipa no ohwe ne maame ene ne sister yarefo sister ne ye autistic hospital evidence ne we ne nyina ba maame no ana fede ate papa ne film no dementia so eya abam na obisa se akwanja bi wo ho no ma lawyer ebetimi aboa because ofa baako a enyeyi omumienu nyina maame na ohwe ne sister sese no maame no wo forma aye very difficult and o say mimi say emwa bi wo ba bia lawyer betimi aboa enka na ni beje pa.
Okay. Oh also
yeah I'm say near main one where maame no a sisia no oyenya dementia no and that's oye ayare no because of bia papa no film no enti ena say bia ne ba no wa ha no ne ba no kuta 2.5 won
there be okita indefinite.
Okay, ne ba no kuta indefinite enti say ne ba no betumi aye bibia afa ho a enti ye hwa maame eye adult dependent relative we fall under sa discussion no ne maame no papa ne brother ne maame no na ne maame the next thing is say what is the age illness or disability condition.
Okay.
My many year, also my many year 66.
66.
And yes, now initially it was diabetes and pressure.
Diabetes and okay.
Pressure. Ni kuni fi mono. After the I would not call baby. I said the agene said that and susu papa biomna. Almost yes dementia.
So, I mean, apart from your brother, you have other man or more.
Obia ni hu. Omo nyina
ne baba ko pe anyway.
Debi. Omiensa no mienu no nso ewo akwantu. Omo nso try. They say no. Omo hwe akwanja. Omo bia betimedi omo maame efri efie no ma behwe no.
Okay. Nti ni owa ha no so person na odi ade no animu a e so prove say omo aka no cannot do it.
Okay.
Because mienu wo ho a matumi aya, then why should you be the one to bring the mother here?
Onye ni panyin sese.
Yes, but imra no enka per se say because we penny a asudie da so. Na imra no can say then actually say obi a ni ho apart from wo. Nti awo na obehwe no. Nti say obi wo ho there, then you have to prove say omo situation no there's no way I will matumi aya then aboa manaye yie. And then we go back to Ghana. Ebusuafo no omo aka no obi betumi aboa manaye yie ana. So obi betumi aboa manaye yie, then why should wo abrochiri no and I say asudie no ebeda wo so sa wo behwe. What about say we di sika beko ama ya di ahwe no? Is it also not possible? In this no say possible there.
Me ba to say that na bere ku kana. Ebusuafo no emwa no nheda nye papa. The almost demand this left, right, center, but my many health no deteriorate here. I am major concern.
And then and so you can see say in someone with the application to ma on be bisa and someone make a decision no ebi na me be say
okay.
Omo just say ebusuafo no are responsible or not responsible. Someone here responsible just say to them no enyo omo asem. But so when we prove say bia ebusuafo no obi ani ho apart from bia wo a opesa we ade no. So sa na tie dia and the wasam we the more. So bi wo ho dia then omo ho no should be able to do it. E be say adan na won fasika nko na omo ya arrangement na omo hwe wo maame e wo hospital and then someone compare house help and say maid and say we bi kura na omo mboa. E be in terms of care home we can say care home ni Ghana. But what about domestic and private individual support? What have you done about it? So maybe say we na tell was say ube prove say why you ni nyina no anye ejuma na the situation no west are na eye. Nya wo na obeka say eye west. Na mom doctor no a ohwe no no na obe prove say aye west. Nti akodum pempenso a say wo no e da say wo be kọ ana say wo kokọ akofa na ba. Question is baby say adentina wo ne mom wo nko na wo kwatena ne nchen. Of course bia wo betumi approve say bibi wo ho a wo ye no wa hanti a wontumi anye den enko sa nche ono be momu a ebeboa mo oba arechichire
ono zikita nkwala miensa wa akra ne nana no mo hu o mokra da enti ni panu so ntimi enko. That is how complicated the code is.
Yeah, and you can see say adult dependent relative nkomo aye die no. As I say nyoma wo de begu akwan mu no eye den emu epie. No mo gitum say you share me left and right the only solution what they say but ya de mami baba na wetumi enya nyoma in place to help. Ukuna wo be prove say why yes arrangement no santi oba na ontumi ye no obetumi aye nti say wo per further conversation as advice on this side me can say be after program here chi no say wo UK and say be a wo bia no obetumi afre na yetie mu yie na ya hwe baby a ye de nkomo no ebefa to deal with this particular situation wo no way why
Okay.
Me feedback.
All right. Anyaba,
you very
CP, Yame Inshow. Thank you for joining us on the program. Offer on Subitimi Afre 07399208468. 07399208468. Odesheba, let's see, good evening. Anako kume the day that I say, so and you were 4-6. Nana Obimpo, okay. But your volume no MIN. We want to speak to you on the phone. Why? The volume no MIN. Speak to us on the phone. Good evening, Lawyer Charles. Anybra could something coming from Docas Adom Sansoso and your Regina or Hini Gira. But okay, yeah, we'll come back to you. But hold on, me basis here. I mean, really, can a dad join his children with EU and in their teens to get settlement in the UK?
Well, said the channel say Nkolano Emma or Efada no outside at the Samanone. Now Nkolai could EU settlement, I suppose. Then there's parent, bet me age na so, but obviously, we have to know the context of or see teen. We have to know the context of Sa and Kwalai. So this will be a specific conversation that must be had one-to-one with Sa in Impa way, so per se, or explore the options, sir.
Okay. 0739920848. Or text on ebeba 07950422780. Okay. Many are welcome. So medasi so ejina. So hello, good evening.
Evening, Director. Only lawyer Mojuma Moye the boy Saturday.
Yeah, that's CP. What share a page number, my dear?
My shepa Thursday and Fridays getting
what sharing? Oh, Yamin Shaw be brave. Okay, but you my into where?
Me patch you. Where the question to be na me busama ni nya baba ko.
Okay.
Na owari Eunice. Na omo wo ba bi no first one the omo wo no na be ma no ewo pre-settle. And the akra no penny continue anyi ahabuku no. But second one owo ni na Bema no qualify for pre-settle no, but you work around in the week time and will apply for settle and a D 4 days that kind. And to me, Busa say second one no, to me qualify for British passport and I say or no, so just say you register under the EU settlement scheme.
Yo, any also,
yeah.
You all right? Enti obisa said ye nua okuta settled status obetumi a register ne beya na. When ya settled status no obetumi aye so ne bano no dia obetumi aye application for ne bano to be registered. And because yet passport assem at this stage, but say abakola no you be register no to become British citizen. And now because or no kuta when ya say why settled member of NSS okuta settled status no say nkwala no the kind no so mukuta say pre-settled so mukuta dem obetumi aye nkwala no registration no based on no baby a wetumi ebedu. Enti say
okay.
Or person explore the options so a kind that why bet me afraid.
Oh, okay. Me pacho after program number pay na me me afraid.
Okay. Yeah, BWF number no 0208 493 7340.
7340.
And also with me after 077
077
127
61
884. Now, even crowd call a comment section page so at the description of program lawyers numbers to be up on the screen as well. Why?
Me pacho you me that.
You see that CP, I mean, insure 079 07399208468. 07399208468. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Fine, bravo.
Yes, boss.
Mama Chair,
Lawyer Joseph.
Yeah, I'm Joseph.
but I'm not maybe settled.
Buy a settled.
I remember my settled. Now, miss me.
What's all you settled?
Yeah, maybe Miss Belgium about.
If Belgium ne buy about my settled ewa.
Yes, okay, yeah, we want trade. We want trade now. Ben Fransem, and Crano, Belgium.
Online nin clear cra tobo pa ne kasa. Yankon slowly.
Is it clear?
What's it Oma me and son omo settled?
Me papa no na me medical veteran that me
na enkwala no settled na omo enya no omo enya through wine
if me ho
if you wo ho and omo ye settled na wo nya settled
no there be me
also ye settled okay
yeah
okay
much question mama no enya ono so ye Belgium but ono enya documents no for start time express no am family room start time na omo free now enti omo bisa documents wo enya bi enti ono gira akola ba ko so so onye akola ba ko so
mama ne ebe wo pre-settled to say
there be only because say no oye no yeah, call now. Say now or more ebusa pe.
But you're sign free. Sorry about that. Sign free. We'll line. And just your phone program now quickly. Sign free. Now lawyer Antonebo. NT WhatsApp na senior AC at here. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, boss.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening, Pacho lawyer, Pacho Pomwen.
Pacho Yamiadum, Pacho Onswe.
Pacho Yamiadumo. Me Pacho, where the Muslim Tia 1 episode of this. Say, when you be our no more worry.
It's I said, you know. You worry.
Oh, Pacho, you worry.
Now, I say, when you be our area, now, I cover sending microphone at Tias in home.
Marty, Pacho. Me Pacho that 3 years now say we have retention of right. You know, take how many years and in death the Pacho.
Until who exercise will treat you right. What worry? Now exercise will treat you right 10 years in here. A bit take it saying and son when you're indefinite. Is that and the work canon?
I say after me while usually they say 3 years, you know. And almost 3 years, make me not retention of right. Now, 3 years, no, you have retention of right now. And person, you can't indefinite. So, every take it on time to me, I can't indefinite.
Okay, right.
Your retention of right, you know, the difference the woman is say, nipa no a on anything, no, the year no on anything, be binti our no engine.
Okay.
And now we're retaining the right, no, as a husband of Sir Nipano. And no man automatic jump say or do baby indefinite and that's all the baby citizenship right away.
Root now was
root was fast so on in net year. Into right now when you means still no more or less no man who is on in a year na day because we're retaining right now but it doesn't change the fact say oh worry and that it will take you depending on time I worry and maybe unkuta asetena wo krom ha na through our no mu na ubenya wa asetena then you have to count from time I worry here 10 years. And then in between that, you know, start 10 years and before 10 years, no plan. When you indefinite, it doesn't mean after 1 year, no. Ube travel when we naturalization. You have to count your time to the 10 years. As if say you are under the 10-year rule.
Okay.
Because that wouldn't be, but through our worry to the EU, no, in a day asetinano and mao. And so you count it up to when you're 10 years in the paper, then you apply for naturalization, provided when you are indefinite, no dada in the course of 10-year wait now woman.
Okay. Boss Bacha, clear.
Me question is say, I got 3 years no. Me person me indefinite, and sana indefinite no. On na me problem ewo. Say if they decide what to apply for indefinite.
All right. And Sankawone we yere na tia. Until I make us say the fact that we retention no doesn't take away the fact that we started with we yere. So when we yere na ewo ho a ye de ma wo no because now we try 5 years we chrome having tia but ma you pre-settled. Yes I net here.
Me try.
Until we try 5 years there you can switch from pre-settled to settled because you have been resident for 5 years now. Pacha what you here? It's a question I maybe sound say, you might pre-settled, no? When you're 5 years, you see, na.
Me posto there be 3 years na me corner. Say it's our 3 years.
Well, forget about our side of things, you know, because obviously, you know, our own engineer, and you consider retention of right, you know. Because I feel I would do retention of right, you know, when you're saying here. When you're or dream was our own engineer, no when you're retention, you know, what do I do after? So I make us say, when you're retention, you know, or treat you say, while warren no sanka or one ya ubenyano, sa na warren ni wa, ya do to retention is no, while brabono ebe to us Sarah. And say, since I'm more worry, you know, up to Tamwa, ebe ma retention, you know, and after the retention, you just have to count your 5 years. Then after that, you switch.
Oh, okay. Yo, Matty. But Matty,
Yami show so Yami it does. Bye. You have a call for us, so but okay. I'm sorry, Regina. You answer question way. I mean, the next one. Or say, sorry, please. The parents are not married, and through the stepdad, the mom and his kids came to the UK. So the real dad is not married to the mom. Now will be this was a previous question. Say, can a dad join his children with EU and are in their teens to get settlement in the UK? And what the continuation by say the parents are not married, and through the stepdad, the mom and kids came to the UK. So the real dad is not married to the mom.
So the real dad is not a dad per se. Son or patcher, but because said the man through their stepfather and we be way, you know, which may take advantage and time now colano your application. We just said they might have made a statement said or more stepfather no way take charge of things. Be or papa no crano, or moon baby or near they might have said certain things.
Okay,
and this papa no best seen anymore. He may have a hurdle to cross. I think I will be established. Say what they said is not maybe what it is. Then you come out, you show up in the scene. Then you have to show say whatever responsibilities are over towards Nkwalano. After you have taken it up, no longer under, it's no longer weight. So step further no, we take it up where you know. Because remember, we your application, with step children more often you confirm say original father no cry no oni ho. And so in playing the role.
Okay.
And I feel kwala benya na yes so munya. And the original father na yes you playing the role no. I feel also me play the role, so I want to come under my children.
Discrepancy.
So you have to prove say things are now. And na me can say kwala no wa ha under their stepdad because stepdad na wa worry maame no na anasa maame no wa worry stepdad na papa no age kwala no atenemu. Enti new papa no be show up on there also proving assembly.
07399208468. 07399208468. Hello.
Yes, Bravo Coco.
Yes.
Sorry, me na make kasa now. I want to, but this is the clear.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah.
Aha. Because you know, me can say, me ansana, me should Belgium name. If I say me nuaba, and I'm me na Belgium for, but including now or more they are not true or more papa. Now, mamma no, airplane make a mamma for say, and cry back or any sponsor. Once no more or any sponsor. But almost say, according to me, mamma no a sponsor. But because according to now, or papa. Now, one look at it and only mamma no relationship, only a million about relationship. Namson there be only relationship, yeah, or not worry or about who friend any other. But as they know, Mamentiasi, not better than a lot.
So,
the case might require face-to-face conversation because there might be maybe on Ukraine, maybe on your aware.
So, who will be sat on behalf of somebody, maybe?
I mean, a million buyer.
Okay, so a bit timia, my unfair lawyer, and also unfair office now, or more and the one casa. There may be certain things that when you're aware, and further probing might bring those things out to help find a solution. Fred lawyers no one income. Why? Yeah, what are you afraid? Fred, meaning the original, what are you afraid? Fred office number, then they beat up lawyers no be a homo no bidding come. Why? Why?
Yo, Matthew Bravo.
Okay, me that's sick. I mean, sure. 07399208468. Lawyer, any kede ba ko aba na any essay me call say na yenhwe any wo ade no, so I can quickly do that. Or say I want to find out if there's a way to get my mother from Ghana to the UK. I'm the only child of my mother, and my mother is fully dependent on me financially as she had an accident a few years ago and had a head injury, which means she's now not able to work or fully support herself. I had arranged a number of people as person assistants to help, but mom is always complaining that the persons are not always available to tend to her, especially when it comes to taking medication. Situation in the UK is I'm on a 2.5 leave to remain with a British partner at the moment. Any advice on what I can do now to try and get my mom to the UK, and what will also be what will also be the outcome with a person with similar issues with indefinite?
You're good. The reason why I make say good, scenario way for two screen so. Because this will be our test. Test case or the context for this discussion. So this is a case mami or your adult dependent relative. Ne baba kope, ne banwa amanone, na mami wo efie. And now we arranging farmer ne mami.
Lawyer, just before you go, we have a friend who is a Kenyan. We have other friends and relatives who are Nigerians listening. The case on the screen is what lawyer is just trying to capture so he gives an answer to it. You wouldn't miss anything, especially when I've read a question. So don't worry about, we try to communicate as much as possible so that either side, everybody will understand.
Right, so in this case, I'm going to blend the language for the benefit of the wider listeners and viewers. So this is a test case for the topic under consideration. Adult dependent relative. Our mother in this scenario is suffering from medical condition, so that's illness. It might not be a disability per se, but there's illness. Our mother is old enough, so age also falls in there. We are told that due to injury, she's not able to carry out personal tasks to the extent that she cannot even support herself. It might be that she's not able to even think properly. It might be that she forgets things easily. It might be that she's not even able to know when to take medication, when to eat. So caring for herself is an issue. Does our mother require support to carry out daily tasks? Eating, drinking, dressing? Potentially, yes. But somebody has to prove so it is the case. And in the other country, in the case, says, so with the umami evidence ever say, since when your accident, up to and then all the medical record that show treatment now, what our doctors saying you need it. And the doctor should be able to say, see, I will be able to hear support, maybe round the clock support. Sanka eya brochura ke bia never call care home, and I said there will be carers around. But it's just a Ghana into being here or be our better in chain. Then you have to prove say why your arrangement Eban Crawford or better in chain when you be, but they be a mobile or monthna no more. Then actually say why your arrangement receipt ben or emails ben or communication ben, and now when you say Crawford actually say ampa, you give them the service. They started performing the service and there was misunderstanding and so it didn't go well. Then what did the doctors say as a result of these lapses in the care or the support at Mami Enya? All these things would be come. Then we look at the fact that then tina wangasa want to mean corner unkobwa be a wejuma inti, and I said due to conditions associated with your stay no inti want to me and jeopardize with stay conditions to want to me then
Okay.
Then I just want to fasika enko na yefa emboa. There's no care home regulated in Ghana, and therefore a beboa senka ubenya ubi obetumi aye. However, ubia ubenya ni bia no untumi enye nia osesa oye no. So sa na tie dia and then ebe can say me e fall under adult dependent relative threshold.
Okay.
You have to prove say you have something in place in the UK ma me ba ubenya support wa Unyan Ghana no ewa ha say. You have to prove say mama ba obetumi ahye no in terms of feeding, accommodation and maintenance. So financial threshold. We ye adwuma we sika enough obetumi de aboa wo mama ne hwemu because you do not have or wo mama enya access to public funds for about 5 years. So anti as I say we prove say obetumi ahye wo mama for the first 5 years now all back room ha no. Now, I want to say, nip obi okuta indefinite leave to remain. Mami no a oba na say adult dependent relative na oba no obenya indefinite leave to remain. And nip obi okuta British citizenship no ma nipa kro no benya indefinite leave to remain. Now obi okuta limited leave to remain no nipa no benya limited leave to remain just like nipa no nti say nipa no enike ni nipa no wo 2.5 dia then the mami ebama no 2.5 nti ono kwaye ni indefinite leave wa o ma me so at the same time no betumi aye ne die. So you can see say we have unpacked all the things that oben here no from this scenario no any enyoma oben here or the best support an application. Now a woman say it is your case to prove say your mom is an adult dependent relative, your mom requires round the clock support. Your mom is not able to perform daily tasks to the extent of meeting, the feeding, dressing, washing tasks. Your mom is not able to do what she has to do for herself, and she needs somebody. You have to prove, say, with money and all the things you have done, no, still no support, no, and ewo Ghana. So you still have to prove, say, oba supporter why arrange wahano obenya nia obetumi ama no survive from nia onyan wo Ghana no. So and all this evidence will come from independent sources, especially medical doctors, nurses and nkrofo or share
okay.
And it's even better so we involve other agencies, social welfare any other organizations say or say when you're injury be a mental health akwa baby, so there could be mental health assessment, then holistic ntibuhu say we can triangulate the evidence. Doctor no can say, social work can say, mental for can say you can't now boom it point to the fact say mommy so be a new want to survive it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, NK, for this one. You can text us 07950422780 or call 07399208468. Okay, we're back and we're still on the community and the law, and I was so a good way. Your lines no so now the Komano Abro. Lawyer Charles Asma is here and is ready to answer all your questions. Later on, we'll do our quiz segment where we will be asking you a question about the HMO, a nugget that we had earlier on. Into your lines no so 07399208468. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, boss. At saying.
Yami Adam no so.
Yami Adam Boko. Mbacho ma yenti we.
Mbacho person bisa lawyers. Mrs. to be or indefinite leave to remain. Now the card expired about 2 months ago, and renewing. But instead of 10 years now, the man I think 2.5 years.
Okay.
And bisa say. What does it mean? And with that, no better me, I apply for the British passport.
Right.
Yo, it does say. It means to say a buying arrangement say by 2024 no. All the cards now Ukraine will be migrated onto an online platform. Santi car or mobile issue cards no, they will stop it. And say Juma na wokopa employer no all they will do is make online platforms no check say if you have the right to work. Landlord obey the same thing. Tina ne ye can share code yen de per se but for now no for Juma for no share so be share code. The big point be after 2024 no there will be nothing like card. Bibia no will be online. With photo when they will right to work no will be online. Nti nipa no wo hia wo visa no or call online or be generate share code to do whatever they want to do. And as a one be generate share code now they are many panel or call or be who say one would that swim. Nti so I normal start with all EU applications.
Okay.
To all EU applications say no more the side there no. Nti yenu and I want to say is no be obey application be no card no baba no. Na deadline I was on year 2024. It doesn't matter, say indefinite. Say
so nobody needs to panic.
Nobody needs to panic at all. Policy, government, has started working towards. Now, Obisa said, how would that affect the naturalization? We name your Mao application, your Mao grant, the letter account, a Mao. And he said, the letter account, Mao. Now, when he said the Mao, Satam way, Ube Kremu 1 year. Now they are indefinite why your naturalization and I say depend on the circumstance no we be kura no certain time one you know see when I be calculate brand so ya no now they are kotum say me kura ma die 1 year after indefinite na ye ma me no because me qualify I was a hono and I say matina adie mu 10 years since I me worry me you ni nti depend on specific circumstance no why we be who say afi dey wo braso so we be naturalization. So when now when you sure now we pay lawyer now we breaking it down now I support you now why your application come. And no need to panic. Why?
All right then.
Okay. All right, boss. Yeah, that's a pinyame in show. For us to be to me, after 07399208468. I mean, far a year texty and broad screen. So, I say good evening, Lawyer Charles. Can a British citizen marry a woman in Ghana with 2 children, ages 10 and 13, from a different father, and fail to bring the children with their mother?
Right. Nti ne wo mi say nipa we a wa ware ne yire no. Kofa ne yire. However, ne yire no ntumi nja ne step children, papa ne step children no number. Nti obetumi afale. However, as I say, o prove say okofa obi emba na aba. Together with ono ne yire. So na tell that then I just say ne yire no ekura sole responsibility over some nkwala mienu. Because papa no is different. Maame no has to prove sole responsibility. Right. Maame no will also have to prove what we call compelling and exceptional family circumstance case, serious and compelling family circumstance case, as I say, o prove says, and kwalai am ne na mba ombewu quote unquote ewo Ghana ho. Nti e hono na ebe man kwala ne de no aye very very difficult. But maame ne de aye na aye straightforward. Can he file with to bring the children together with their mother? Yes. Is it straightforward for the children? No. What does she have to prove? Senior Mabo Bossono. So when you're sure how to go about it, see a lawyer so that the lawyer can relate your application with the law and make sure, say, we have met the criteria.
Okay. All right. A very important topic, Thomas Ojo. Thank you very much. Lyrical Black. You are not late. Be an hour mountain, but you're not late. I don't know when you joined, but you're not late. Don't worry. You were another one, or say Muhammad El and Mean. A friend was that if you have a 2.5, it's possible to bring your wife from where? I'm not too sure. Well, from overseas.
Okay, right. The I'm saying no opportunity say ono no kuta 2.5. Obetumi akofa na yire aba ana. I think the last conversation we had some time ago, I can say we kuta 2.5 na wo mba e wa outside obetumi ayede akofa wo mba no ayede aba. Now, wo no a kuta 2.5 no ideally no wo ka ni no as I say, otumi be kan wonsa. Yeah. Nti ubetumi aye sa application no ba na wo mu no say na wo wo no ene ye de ba ma nipa kro no. Nti sa na the question is wo nsu no akuta 2.5 kwan ben so na wokonya benya 2.5 no.
Yeah, na ujina
wo. Bia ujina wo yire so na wokonya adan wokofa wo yire foforo aba. Nti we have to start it from there. Okay. Maybe I don't know why. Obetumi ama obi there. It depending on. Otherwise, it should be. Let's explore your case further. So obetumi afra na yehu ne ewom. Why? Okay.
Another one here. I'll say, Mohammed Krona. Good afternoon to you, our lawyer. Please, a friend wanted to ask if you have a 2.5 years and through your British child. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to say. So, quite soon for age 9, and you are no more with your partner. Is it possible to marry and bring someone from Ghana?
Right. So, okay. So this person has 2.5, and from Neokano, they are not with the partner. So, 2.5 through the child. So that's direct access. Okay. Depending on 2.5 on the basis of direct access with Nebano. However, be a first na oni akwala no ne na akwala na maame na omoti. They are no longer living as a family. And na maame ti baby with akwala no. No, be say bi onu betumi aware foforo na sa nimpa no aba. But you see first, son partner no na ono wo honom ministers omo ware ye na omo agya and said they were living as cohabitees. Yeah, then I think it's the same as I was explaining earlier on. Okuta 2.5 and na kwan of us sunya no so kra no as ono angasa no onwie ye. Okay. The journey no is not over yet. Right. Compared to obi a owo ha as let's say student. Ono ade ne ho obetumi ade ne spouse ne ne children aba. Obi owo ha as skilled worker migrant. Ono ade ne ho obetumi akofa ne immediate family dependent in Israel but nipa we or ha and na true ne partner no ne child no bi obenya we Now, for whatever reason, the fact so many one we see the moment my mini one to progress. You don't want to make your case so complicated. So Yamia and make sure say the next move no affect it too much.
Okay.
And you need to exercise some patience and get through it properly. However, if it's a case that you want to do it in Swa, a lawyer, I wouldn't advise you say do this yourself so that the person will take time to advise you and look at the various options.
Okay. Another one here says, thumbs up team BWF, great topic. How I wish my mom knew all this before her death. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's not an easy thing, I know. Sorry about that. The next one is say, how do I bring my 13-year-old son to the UK as I'm solely responsible for him? His dad is not involved in his life at all.
You make an application under paragraph 297, and you have to show, say, you are in the UK with settled status indefinite leave to remain, settled status or British citizenship, or even 2.5. You are solely responsible, and it's not a matter of words. You have to prove it. Say you are solely responsible.
Documentary evidence.
Exactly. And also, even though the dad is not there, who has been responsible for the care of 13 Akwalai up to this age of 13? Why can't they continue? You have to prove the second part of that, which is the serious and compelling family circumstances that makes the exclusion of the child from the UK undesirable. So there are two tests to prove, and those are high threshold tests, but it's surmountable. And you know, say, Obehu lawyer, now why share senior situation is no, a beer na evidence no crown, but want to put it together properly. The lawyer will guide you to put all the relevant evidence together until you are ready to put in the application.
Okay, time, calling MP. We are for the last call, then we take a quick break and come back with the quiz segment. 07399208468. Hello.
Hello.
Kafra so we jina so ache why me da se say so we nyame ho abetre. Okay. Hey, we line no nya clear crowd. Hello.
Hello.
We line no nya too clear. Okay, you have a fan, sir, ain't you?
All right. Well, it's me, but we worry EU agency. Then some kind of sister and also, but because of one or two people, I think we'll tell 1 month to put too much in your mind. That's hard.
Okay, no, EU SS application, your man visa, but about a month BBS in 20 million my hardly.
Ideally, no, you're the man where Oba.
Immediately.
As a Oba. Me name near a holding a back. And I don't know, say, was a son agent so, but I would say, whatever it is, take steps to come in, because you see, you have to be here to do the pre-settled status application. The more within 3 months, there's a Oba.
Okay.
Oh, because 6 months near the amount. Me new time I didn't know how long what's not so up to this point. Until the American say yare and BB na holding a back a dear. Then obey to me abba. Now I be regularize it. Now I now or as work solve a problem no. Now I be back.
So if for instance, Masamide so question also. If for instance here the visa nama nipakro. But we are now our impending exam being one name in about a month. And no, would that be a good excuse because he would need to really write the exams before traveling?
It depends on time or okocho exams and the time or war for the visa to expire.
I mean, for 1 month.
And so 1 month the name not finish that man the person will still have as 5 months left. Okay. And give and take. But the question is, what will the exam outcome do for signing power? Because so China exam now really is not going to add anything. Now we start school no for then so to speak, because there a SHS exams na all kwaya. Winya way na wo ba. You can say SHS into Uko University. You have to still go through the process, maybe start from level 2, because SHS is equivalent to, it's not equivalent to A levels and it's not equivalent to GCSE. So it's between GCSE and A level. So you don't belong anywhere. So most of them mobile, they have to start level 2 because they can't go to school because be or more 16, 17. They can't go to school. At the same time, they can't go to college right away. So they have to do their school GCSE again by doing level 2. And let's say they are exceptionally good, then they will do initial assessment or diagnostic assessment, no more passing English and maths. Yeah, they want to level 3, which is A level equivalent. But the brain or mobile BTech and or mobile anyway because of transition. You know, in the same hard but me aba na waba to nko oba beto aso anyway owie kura oba start process no.
Okay, all right.
But owie mumu a se kwan da ho na obetumi awie de a owie.
Okay, boss mbacho o question ya answer. Me nso da CP, thank you so very much. And ni na me and the calls no yemfa call be a bill for now. Na yen take a quick break. Mamin Kai was said BWF Solicitors eye adwumaku a woboa yen ema yete emra ene ho nkomo ase wo legal issue bi a tumika nafa ekokoma BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors ewo 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so Seven Sisters North London. Postcode na N15 4 NP. N15 4 NP. Ofa trainer, Ubefa Victoria line we see was 76. Use exit number 2, and it will bring you straight to the Anna House. Go to the 4th floor. They are there Monday to Friday from 9:30 in the morning till 6 p.m. Call them on 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340, or you can go on to call the mobile number 077-127-61884. 077-127-61884. Abusia, ena yeko na fe yakoye quiz no na fe yedijumedie no aba na wiye ekra ewo BW Communications TV so and radio so and our fee your BWF Solicitors platforms I would do so on Facebook, YouTube, and of course on LinkedIn. Okay, we are back and going to the very last segment of the program. No, I know baby yade yam quiz no ade brewo na me wo quiz no on the screen as we speak now. Mame moswe na hweniye we are now ode will answer no at a platform no so, or you can text it to me 07950422780 07950422780. We're live on BW TV, we're live on BW Radio, both on Facebook and YouTube. Akuya has a 5-bedroom. Aku has a 5-bedroom house which he rents to 5 different tenants. What is the time? Oh wait, question media. Can we still call the studio line, please? Mabna, Cecilia, they mean fuck calls bill because me quiz. Why? You can just text your answer. So look on the screen and let's go. What is the type of tenancy Aku has created, and what legal responsibilities must she meet? A. Lodgers or license agreement. She must provide gas certificate every year. B. Fixed term agreement. She must provide energy performance certificate every 3 years. And C. House in multiple occupation. She must obtain a license from the council. Nti, muncha answers ningumu mami. Mikai question Ibiaku has a 5-bedroom house which she rents to 5 different tenants. The type of tenancy being Aku create and what legal responsibilities must she meet? I was say or what lodges or license agreement or provide the gas certificate every year or a fixed term agreement or provide the energy performance certificate every 3 years. And also say or house in multiple occupations, she must obtain a license from the council. Okay, I think I've got a first answer here. Redeemer Leaves, we'll say A is C. The next one, Mabna, agree. Are they still picking studio calls? Mabna, there B. I'm not picking calls anymore. Facha me why? Say a quiz and I'm expecting text messages and the answers. Any case, C A is C. The next one, William Sakwadie, William S.C. So and your Rebecca Asante Becky S.C. Why you and Waha? Let's see what it is that we have. Keep them coming through with the battle. WhatsApp and say WhatsApp number 0795042270, or you can put it on the platform comment section. Now you pick it or to screen so at the my Rajwa CAC. Who else is coming up with anything? Emmanuel Sechi. Ima Esiden C. Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel. So and who else is here? Who else is here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now keep them coming through. Maybe we're about 10 minutes more to look at this. Any K, if she was living in the house with them, then the answer is A. Any? Okay, well, you are thinking outside the box, but the question says, Aku has a 5-bedroom house, which she rents to 5 different tenants. So it doesn't say they are living together. Macho, revise and come again. Berima Brima, and so our Brima, SCAC, Abna Ativo, SCAA, Abna Ativo, SCAA. Okay, we'll ask the lawyer if it's the right answer. Well, we've got a minute. Who else is coming? We've got a minute. Let's see. Text number 0795042270, or put it on the comments platform, Facebook, any YouTube, any LinkedIn, and all the other social media platforms at your day. Okay, now my minute is over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in court lawyer Nafi on Chichimu and Fa and Mam. Lawyer, Bacho Wadarama.
Yo, that's bebre. To Eddie Kai. Yasha nimpa omuti fie ono amuye different tenants. That means they don't relate.
Okay.
Sana etia dia ena omuye 3 or more, at least 5. We have seen 5. Sana etia dia they fall under house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
In the side, in the landlord, you were creating a friend of house in multiple occupation because there are multiple tenants.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't relate in any way.
Okay.
She must, however, obtain a license. And because of that, she has to obtain a license to be able to carry out that arrangement with those people.
Okay.
And this is a legal obligation on Aku, because under the House in Multiple Occupation Order 2018, prescribed corruption of England, Obakacho said, who creates multiple house in multiple occupation, you need permission from the council.
Okay.
In the council, maybe I want also call council or permission. And yes, sir, council has power under the provisions of the law, section 72(1) of the Housing Act, to either prosecute her or fine her.
Okay.
And it's very important, so by your side, and also supported by case law. And the case law in question is the case of Palmview Estate versus Tarok Council, 2022 case. Abakacho said, so be a critical house in multiple occupation arrangement, so we need permission, and I say license, no kwaya. Council has the power to serve notice. So you should have done that 1 year. to maybe put it right. But the council also has power to prosecute the person or fine the person. Nti aku ewo asudie bebree because nya we create no a house in multiple occupation.
Nti yen answer no ebe de.
The answer no a C.
A C. Okay, so those who came up with C, senior lawyer Acheche Mono, the answer is C. Under the licensing of houses in multiple occupation prescribed description, England, Order 2018, the landlord of HMO require license from the local authority unless there is reasonable excuse. If they don't, the council can serve them notice under Section 72(1) of the Housing Act 2004 and may prosecute or fine the landlord. And lawyer case na okoti lawyer.
So you can see, so say somebody may be exempted from obtaining the license, but that person must have reasonable excuse. Reasonable excuse, you have to really prove it, you deserve to be exempted. And yes, sir, then there is no point. So reasonable excuse potential could be say, they are not really separate per se. Ebia miensa family members, friends. They are not different tenants. Or ebia the nature of the arrangement, will not qualify for the person to be given to have a license to do that. But if your excuse is accepted by the council there, then you'll be exempted. Otherwise, you must.
Abusia jumedi no yedi ABC but answer na yebe pija yemono mame emma lawyer just a minute na onfa and summon up and especially for dear viewers, cherished viewers who may not have the ability to understand our language. We tried as much as possible to communicate where we mixed up the languages, especially with English, but still we cherish you. Lawyer.
Thank you very much, viewers and listeners. Today we have learned about how to bring adult dependent relative to the UK from abroad. We have understood that the test for this is very high and therefore you need a lot to be able to prove your case that that family member ought to be in the UK to receive the support required. And for this reason, you have to show that because of age, illness or disability, that family member who is an adult, that's 18 and above, cannot perform daily tasks independently. And therefore, without the support, they cannot survive. The question is the support not available where they are? If the support is available, why can it not continue? So you have to prove that. How do you prove that the person has ailment and they cannot perform the tasks? It is not what you say that matters, but what the independent medical doctor or health practitioner says that the law requires. You also have to prove that with the practical arrangement and financial support that you have made available, the support is still not adequate for your family member, and therefore they need to be with you where you are in the UK to obtain that. All this needs to be backed by evidence. In addition to that, you have to show that you have arrangement in place where you are in the UK so that the support which is not available where they are in the country they are living in will be available in the UK when they come in. Also, you have to prove that you cannot be there to take care of them where they are. And there's nobody else apart from yourself in the life of this family member. And therefore, it is not possible to find anyone. You have to back all this up with evidence. It is also important that you show that there's accommodation which is adequate under the Housing Act 2005 provision in terms of overcrowding, 1985, beg your pardon. And also you have to prove that there is finance in place or available to be able to meet the maintenance requirement so that the person will not be dependent on public fund. And you have to be able to show this for a period of 5 years, more or less every year. You should be able to show that they are able to maintain themselves and receive the care that they are seeking in the UK without recourse to public fund. We agree that this is a very high threshold application and therefore not many people get granted. However, it is also possible that with care, attention to detail, and following the rules, you'll be able to put all the case together and tick all the boxes and have your family member granted the visa as adult dependent relative. If you are a British citizen, the person will be granted indefinite leave to remain. If you have indefinite leave to remain, the person will be granted indefinite leave to remain. However, if you have limited leave to remain, the person will be granted limited leave to remain, just as you have. These are the nitty-gritties with this type of application. Today, I'm confident that at least we've understood that it is possible to bring such family members here in the UK, provided we are able to meet the eligibility requirement and suitability requirement. Thank you.
Well, and yade ebesi na afi yade asida ama lawyer Charles Asma se ofi BWF Solicitors ebe wo yen ya odijumedi no abreye. Mekai will say we're still celebrating senior partner and the founder of this very wonderful organization, BW Communications, 30 years of unbroken service to the community. Uncle Ben, Yame Inshow, and we'll continue to celebrate you till the end of the year. Why are dear Yame and Koso and Tunkoma, Modin Bibre, Sebeya, Ubetimi, Akoso, Edlidi and Yinasa through the journey as we progress. Asada Enko Emma, lawyer Charles Asma Similika Kanas, Danko Emma, Sheila Ankra, and Padmo Dodu for, and of course my studio manager, Professor Ade, for producing the show. And to all the lawyers and the family of BWF Solicitors for the resources and of course the content development. Yade Emma Jimedi Ebrewa. We're live on BW TV, we're live on BW Radio, we're live on BWF Solicitors Facebook, live on BWF Solicitors YouTube and LinkedIn. If I'm really cool from Pon, and Mediwu Esi, Yame Aduma, you were saying Asia, same time next week. Be good.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Everybody say, ah. Say, oh, oh. Say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough.